What if the world told you that the rules were fair? But every day, you watched those rules destroy innocent lives? What if justice existed on paper, but compassion had to survive in secret? To My Beloved Thief is not the kind of drama that demands your attention loudly. It doesn't rely on shocking twists or exaggerated emotions. Instead, it slowly pulls you into a reality that feels uncomfortably familiar, one where power is protected, silence is rewarded, and doing the right thing often comes at a cost. From the very beginning, the drama establishes its atmosphere with restraint. Nothing feels rushed. Nothing feels exaggerated. The world is calm on the surface, but beneath that calm lies a quiet cruelty that most people have learned to accept as normal. In this world, laws exist, but they do not exist equally for everyone. At the heart of the story is a woman who has learned this lesson far too early. She understands that visibility is dangerous. That survival often depends on how small you can make yourself. By day, she lives carefully, blending into the background, following rules that were never designed to protect people like her. She does not dream of changing the world. She does not believe herself to be special. She simply sees suffering and refuses to pretend it isn't happening. When night falls, she becomes something else entirely. Not a symbol, not a legend, just a person willing to take risks when everyone else chooses safety. She steals from those who exploit their power, not to become rich, but to restore balance in a world that has none. The drama never frames her actions as glamorous. It shows the exhaustion, the fear, the constant awareness that one mistake could cost her everything. There is no fantasy of invincibility here, only quiet determination. And that is what makes her dangerous. Not her strength, not her intelligence, but her refusal to look away. Opposite her is a man raised to believe in order. His entire life has been shaped by structure, hierarchy, and obedience. He believes that society functions because rules are followed, and that chaos is what happens when people step outside their assigned roles. To him, justice is something clean, clearly defined, measured by law rather than consequence. When rumors of a thief begin to spread, he approaches it as a problem to be solved, a disruption to be corrected. There is no hatred in his pursuit, only certainty. The kind of certainty that comes from never having your beliefs truly challenged. But certainty is fragile. As his investigation deepens, he doesn't just encounter clues, he encounters people. Lives affected by decisions made far above their heads. Families ruined not by crime, but by legality. Suffering justified by tradition and authority. And slowly, the world he trusted begins to fracture. What makes To My Beloved Thief powerful is that it allows this fracture to be painful. The male lead does not change easily. He resists. He doubts himself. He tries to reconcile the evidence before him with the ideals he has lived by. This internal struggle is quiet, but relentless. And it feels real. Because in reality, unlearning privilege is uncomfortable. It threatens identity. It forces you to question whether the things that benefited you came at someone else's expense. As the two leads cross paths, their relationship is defined by tension rather than attraction. They do not meet as lovers. They meet as contradictions. Every interaction feels measured. Words are chosen carefully. Trust does not exist. Yet beneath the surface, something shifts, not because of romance, but because of recognition. They begin to see each other not as roles, but as people shaped by forces larger than themselves. This is where the drama truly shines. Instead of turning the female lead into a moral lesson for the male lead, the story allows her to remain complex. She does not exist to inspire him. She does not soften her beliefs to make him comfortable. Her convictions remain firm, even as emotional ties begin to form. And the male lead is never portrayed as a savior. His growth does not erase his privilege. It complicates it. He must learn to live with the knowledge that the system he serves is flawed, and that choosing justice may require personal sacrifice. The romance that grows between them is restrained, almost hesitant. It exists in pauses, in shared silence, in moments where understanding feels more intimate than affection. There are no dramatic confessions that solve everything. Love does not function as an escape here. Instead, love becomes another risk. Because to care deeply in a corrupt world is to become vulnerable. The supporting characters expand this emotional and moral landscape even further. Each one represents a different response to injustice. Some convince themselves that neutrality is innocence. Others chase power, believing they can control the system from within. And some, like the thief, accept the cost of resistance. None of these choices are portrayed as simple. The drama does not punish characters for their fear. It understands it, but it also shows the consequences of inaction, how silence allows cruelty to thrive. Visually, the drama reinforces its themes with subtlety. The palaces are beautiful, but distant. They feel insulated from reality. The streets, though dangerous, feel honest. This contrast quietly asks where truth actually lives, in appearances or in experience. As the episodes unfold, the question of who the criminal really is becomes increasingly complicated. Laws are followed, protocols are respected, and yet lives are destroyed in the process. The thief breaks the law, but saves people. The officials uphold the law, but cause suffering. And the drama refuses to tell you which is worse. This refusal is intentional. To My Beloved Thief is not interested in giving answers. It is interested in asking better questions. It asks whether morality can exist without empathy, whether obedience can coexist with justice, and whether love can survive when doing the right thing makes life harder, not easier. By the later episodes, it becomes clear that the story was never truly about theft. It was about awakening. Awakening to injustice that has been normalized. Awakening to responsibility that cannot be delegated. Awakening to the cost of staying comfortable. The final impression the drama leaves is not resolution, but reflection. You are not told what to believe. You are asked to consider what you would do if placed in this world. Would you follow rules that protect the powerful? Would you stay silent to protect yourself? Or would you risk being misunderstood to protect others? If you're someone who enjoys K-dramas that trust their audience, respect complexity, and offer romance that feels earned rather than exaggerated, To My Beloved Thief is a story that will stay with you. It doesn't demand your attention. It earns it. So, let me ask you the question this drama never answers for you. If justice required you to break the rules, would you? If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. The next video drops, your upload day, and we'll continue exploring the hidden layers beneath this story.